स्वाध्याय टीवी। डॉक्टर बाबा साहेब आंबेडकर ओपन यूनिवर्सिटी।
Namaskar. Myself Dr. Shukla from Baba Saheb Ambedkar Open University. Friends, this is the fourth lecture we are going to discuss about mass communication in mass media. In the last lecture, we have discussed many a times about mass communication, its types, its elements, how to be an effective communicator, and what are the 5 questions of communication which are to be kept in mind while doing mass media communication. Today let us discuss about how to win people's cooperation. When we say mass communication, it should be a mass. It is the public to whom we are communicating. So, we should understand that how they are going to cooperate to us or how effective a communication can be when we are with people. So, when we want to communicate with people, we need to win people's cooperation. We need to understand what exactly people want from us. So, let us have a look on the PowerPoint slide which shows us how to win people's cooperation. The first point says that make people feel understood. Spend less time trying to make people understand what you want. Rather, spend more time making them feel understood. If an ideal world, people might make decisions, comments, commitments and judgments based on the logic and sound reasoning. But in this world, people act in response to their preferences, feelings and social influence they might not be even aware of. If they would trust you and feel you care about them, they are much more likely to cooperate with you. It means that you have to make them cooperate, you have to make them understand exactly what they want. It is the priority we need to give to the audiences, to the masses, rather than to your wish or your point to be communicated. The second point shown in the slide is find common ground. Show people how their needs, values and dreams mesh with yours. To do so, you have to understand their values and concerns. See things from their point of view. Be sympathetic with their feelings. Then show them how cooperating with you can help them achieve what they want. This is exactly we need to understand while doing mass communication. We cannot just express our feelings. We cannot just impose what we want. You need to go to the grassroots level of the problems and then make them feel what they want, and then you act and you make them understand how a change or how a thought can be imposed in the minds of the people. Then they will definitely act upon how you want them to act. You need to make them very purely and very specifically understand that you are working or you are highlighting their own problem. In mass communication, maybe you are highlighting their own culture. At times, in some areas, maybe some rural areas, people don't understand if you are going to talk to them like a foreigner. You need to talk to them in their own regional or local language. Then they will connect themselves with you. Then they will love to watch and listen to what you are saying. So try to show sympathy to what exactly you feel for their problems, you understand, then bring them to your level. So you first need to go to their level, then they will come to your level. So a common level of understanding needs to be developed. The third point as shown in the PPT is to listen. Listening is the best way to make people feel understood and at the same time to find common ground. Ask open-ended questions, the kind that invite people's careful consideration and honesty. Try to understand what people mean without getting hung up on what the literal meaning of their words is. Acknowledge their thoughts and feelings, which is not the same thing as agreeing with what they are trying to say. But friends, listening is important. If you want to produce anything in a mass media, or if you want to show them what you are trying to convey them, if you want to give some developmental message through mass media, you first need to listen to them. If you allow them to speak, you will come to know many things. You will come to know your direction of production, your direction of series, what you want to tell them or what you want them to understand. So, first listen to what they are saying, then maybe give a thought to your point of view, then act upon appropriately understanding or identifying exactly what your audiences want. The need of audience is very much important, friends, when we talk about mass communication or mass media. Nowadays in television, in radios, in maybe newspapers or magazines, we every time find there is something different, because the life is so fast, the technologies are so fast that people want something new. They want something different. They want the same news item or maybe some same entertainment, but in a different way, in a different manner. There is a trend of reality shows nowadays, friends. But what happens in reality shows even? There are different mediums of reality shows. There are different kind of approaches to reality shows. We find cookery shows, we find dancing shows, we find musical shows, we find singing competitions. Plays vary at times, time vary at times, the theme varies at times. From where do they get these ideas? They get these ideas from the common man itself. They understand from people exactly what they want or exactly what a trend is, and then accordingly they try to define and design a program, and then they act upon it, they produce the program. So, we need to listen to the people before planning, producing any kind of program, may it be entertainment, may it be educational program, may it be some informative program, may it be any kind of program, may it be a news item even. The fourth point shown in the PowerPoint is do not argue. The person you want to defeat in an argument today may be the person whose cooperation you need tomorrow. Arguments make people take out positions and defend. What we get from arguments, it's just that you defend yourself, and the more you try to prove them wrong, the harder they will resist you. People may feel overwhelmed and stop arguing with you, but that does not mean you have won them over. Most of the time when you win an argument, you lose an ally. This is very much important to understand, friends. Argument leads to some kind of winning. Maybe at that point you are proved to be right when you are communicating in public. These problems basically arise in some mass gatherings and mass discussions, open forums, interviews, panel discussions, or a place where direct speech is to be delivered and direct it is to be recorded or broadcasted or aired on television. Argument is something which leads to problems almost all the times when it is a mass or a group to be communicated. You can win an argument. You can definitely prove your point to be right. For a moment people will agree, but at the end they will be against your thoughts. When they go out, when they are out of the program, or when they are out of the theme or the production site where you are, they will not come for the next time. They will not cooperate with you for the next time. So, it is very much important not to argue. If you want to argue, you want to have a word, listen to the people who are saying something. So, the argument should be either balanced, or you need to bring a common level of understanding and then conclude or come to a decision rather than just arguing. It should not turn into a fight of words. It should not reflect like a fight or like a disturbance because the program may be direct, or maybe you are showing on television, maybe you are telecasting and broadcasting on television, internet, or maybe on air it is by radio or any mode like mobile mediums or anything, or a social media. So, the fight of words or arguments should be avoided when we are in mass. Let us have a look on the next point shown in the slide. It is care about the people you want to influence. If you are concerned about the people you are trying to win over, if you value their needs and dreams, they will know it and they will reciprocate it immediately with their actions. They will communicate freely, speaking their mind more openly and listening more attentively. They will give you the benefit of the doubt and they want to cooperate. They will always cooperate with you. This is again important, friends. You have to come to the understanding of the people when you are acting upon it. They will cooperate with you only and only if you are being one of them. We might see many politicians who are gathering a lot of mass. They give talks in front of lot of mass, even the celebrities. People are crazy to meet celebrities. Why? We might not be crazy to meet each and every celebrity, but we have a choice. We love maybe some of the celebrities who are involved in television or film medium. We love some politicians and we would like to listen to what they are saying. We like to listen to them very attentively. Why is it so? Because they connect with us. Because we understand what they are trying to say, or we feel that they are meant for us. We listen to them, we act on what they say. At times it happens that we like to wear a sari, a dress or an outfit which a celebrity is wearing. Why? Because we like him or her. Because we love the dressings, maybe because we love the way they are speaking, maybe because we understand or want to act or behave according to what they are trying to say. We understand that they are working or acting for our benefit. Many a times a social issue or a social campaign is conducted by many different kind of people. At times it is conducted by celebrities, at times it is conducted by some politicians, at times it is conducted by some social workers, and it is to be covered in mass media. It is to be covered in maybe television, on radio, in some news items, or it is to be highlighted by some social media. How do we do it? Why you want to publicize what you are doing? One, to bring change. One, to identify your personality or individuality, or maybe a party or a group in front of the masses. So you get the cooperation of mass. So you get the words of mass. So you get the help of mass. So people connect to you round the world, just not in a city, just not in a gathering. It is to be nationwide, it is maybe regional wise, or it is maybe at a global level. So to win the cooperation of people when it is mass media, it is very much necessary to understand and to make them convince what exactly we want. The next point shown in the slide is be open for others' ideas. Do not try to impose your ideas on others. Listen to and value the ideas of the people that work for you or with whom you work together. Be open-minded and feel confident while sharing the ideas with others. Even request for new ideas or gain people's support and cooperation. It will help you. It's just not, at times it is just not like you want to be yourself when it is a mass media production. You have a team. You have a team, whether it is some television program, whether it is a film to be produced, whether it is some social media site to be promoted or a group to be promoted through any kind of medium. It just cannot be imposing oneself in a production team. It cannot be imposing oneself in a group or in a mass also. You need to understand, you need to listen to all the supporting staff members. You need to take their cooperation. At times it might happen that maybe the program is produced by you, but your team, your supporting team has more novel ideas, more innovative ideas. They want to take more initiatives. We need to entertain them. We need to encourage them. If at all given a chance, maybe the TRP, maybe the ratings in the social media or on the radio programs may increase due to their innovative ideas, may increase due to their novel ideas, and it can rise the value of your programs. So, we need to value the staff members' ideas also. Along with it, we nowadays are fond of taking ratings and going for any kind of program or seeing any kind of movie channels or television channels. What do? We take public opinion. So, public opinion for any kind of programs also is necessary. We need to take their opinions to find out whether the direction in which our program is going is efficient or not, is correct or not. So, they will be able to opine us and we will be able to bring change accordingly. So, the need to understand what people are saying, what people are wanting is also satisfied by this point. The last point to be shown in the slide is help people believe the change is possible. This is the last but most important point, friends. People often know, although they will not often admit that they need to change. They feel a vague uneasiness, sensing that things will not pan out the way they want. But they persist in doing what they have always done, thinking they are doing the best they can. Show them a better way, but more importantly, convince them that the change is possible. Do not just give them a solution, but offer them confidence also. This is very much important when we want to bring a change through any kind of mass media. We need to build confidence. How do we build a confidence while it is a production or while it is not a direct talk? At times, by portraying your own example, at times by telecasting or showing the change what we want. How do we adapt to it? At times it happens, even if we take our own selves, we are very much rigid to the changes that are happening in the society. We are very much at ease when it is our own forte of working. It is our own style of working. It is our own style of production also. But when it is related to some kind of developmental change, we need to encourage people. It can be through advertisement, it can be through some television serials, it can be through some talks, it can be through some discussions, some interviews, quoting example of real life situations. Maybe some sitcoms also work at times, some situational comedies. People are very much interested in entertainment nowadays. So, if you want to bring some change, you definitely need to produce a program which gives them information related to change along with entertainment. So, for the sake of entertainment, if people are going, they will come back with some change along with entertainment. We have many entertainment programs. It can be clubbed with some social messages. It can be clubbed with some social issues. If the issues are very much serious, the format of the programs can be accordingly. If it is information, maybe the format is different. If it is some issue based program, maybe the format is different, but designing of different kind of formats so the change is possible is required. You need to produce more and more innovative ideas, innovative programs, innovative formats so the change which we wish to bring among the mass can be brought. The topic ends here. Now let us understand how to present, how to present in a mass media. Establish rapport bond with your audience and they become your partners in a dialogue, allies in your presentation. They will want to succeed, they will want you to succeed, they will overlook your nervousness and lack of polish, and they will give you the benefit of the doubt, and even if lose the thread of your logic, they will understand what you want to say. They will want you to talk. So, for a successful presentation, what is required? Talk to people before your presentation starts. Introduce yourself as people begin gathering. Ask them about themselves, what they do, what they are, what is the reason for them to smile, how do they understand. So, you understand the type of your audiences and accordingly you learn to present. So, you need to interact with your audience, you need to interact with your people. Have your audience's best interest at heart. See your presentation as an opportunity to serve your audience, not to impress or sell them. You have to understand that the audience is not to be impressed, because you can impress a crowd just once or twice, but you can convince a crowd only when you can or you will want or you will interact with them. Establish eye contact with them. Look at the people's eye at one time. Hold each person's gaze for 5 to 10 seconds and then look to someone else. We distrust people who do not look into our eyes. This is very much important, friends. We always feel that if we are confident, we will look into the eye, we will have straight eye contact, and so you believe. You develop a confidence in the person who is speaking. So, while talking to a mass or talking to a group, and if the same thing you want to show it to public or show it to common man, you need to connect with the crowd sitting in front of you. If I will speak looking down, how much of the time you will listen to me? You will want me to look into the eyes, look into the camera while speaking if I am presenting like this. You will trust me if I am talking to you directly. When the audience is in front of you, friends, minimum 5 to 10 seconds, look into the eye of one single person. If you are interviewing somebody, look directly to that person. If you are talking to 3 to 4 people, look individually to each person while interacting with individual person. He or she should feel that you are connected to them with the eye. A word of caution. Some cultures consider such eye contact intrusive or rude, but that does not affect when it is mass media. So, keeping the cultural decorum or the cultural respect maintained, you need to have eye contact with the people you are talking to, so that they understand, they easily connect, they will want to connect with what you are saying. Speak simply and with conviction. Do not give a speech. Have conversation with your audiences. Say I, we and you when it is appropriate. If you are talking about yourself, you need to say I. If you are talking about some problem of the person in front of you, you will say you. Otherwise, if you want to convey some social message, if you want to convey some appropriate thing which you want people to act upon, you will need to say we. Let us wash hands before having food. Let all of us pray. We cannot say that I will pray and you pray. It should be we. It should be unity. The concept of unity is important in mass media. They should feel connected. They will feel connected only and only when we say even I will act and you act. So, it should be we act, not I or you. Approach your presentation from your audience's perspective, not yours. Address their concerns. Speak to their interests, values and aspirations. Avoid words that they cannot understand. Cite evidences they find credible. If you have to use words or acronyms they might not understand, explain them immediately. If you want them to connect to yourself, you need to come to their local language maybe, or maybe the language which they understand. If you want to cover a region, or if you want to cover an area where people don't understand English, you have to talk to them in their own language. Otherwise, the message or the program designed by you is pure waste. Use the language they will understand. You are not there to prove your efficiency. You are efficient enough. So, you are in front of a crowd. So, you are producing something. Make people feel that it is their own program. It is their own common ground of understanding. So, they will act upon it, they will understand, they will patiently listen to what they are saying, and maybe they will excuse one or two mistakes even or errors even done by you, keeping the benefit of doubt. So, how to present, how to come efficiently, how to be a good orator, how to be a good reader, how to be a good producer, whatever you want to, you have to understand what exactly the audiences, the group, the masses are wanting from you. Friends, it is mass communication, mass media, so the points to be kept in mind should be very much precise, because what you are going to design, a program what you are going to produce, a program what you are going to telecast, or when you are going to come in front of a mass, it is your launching. It may be a brand launching, it may be your programs launching, it may be an advertisement, anything, but all needs appropriate content according to the type of media what we are going to use. Till today's talk, we have discussed about communication in mass media, different type of communication skills, different types of communication which are to be done in mass media. From now onwards, we will discuss about the mass media itself, how mass media works. It is important, friends, when we talk about communication in mass. We should know in detail about each of the mass media to be helping people, to be telecasted. It may be social media, print media, television media, or any kind of audiovisual media, or only audio media. So, from now onwards in next series, friends, we will talk about mass media, different types of media and its concepts. Today's session I will end here only. Thank you very much. Namaste.
स्वाध्याय टीवी